Oh, now go ahead, Stardust.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
How are you doing?
How are you doing? Good. We could have used some of your Indian tech support earlier.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
Um,
Uh,
Um,
Push to talk
push
or
to
mute
talk
when you're
or
not
mute when
talking,
you're not
BPF.
talking. Because
Go ahead.
oh, okay. So my question is, did you and Mrs. BPF have the same political beliefs and values when you met?
Uh, interestingly enough, yeah, we did. Hers were even a little bit further right than mine. Um, and what's the most interesting thing about our relationship is that both of our value structures with our political beliefs have expanded together. So
Wow.
a lot of people don't talk to their wives about politics. They don't discuss politics with their girlfriends. They don't do any of that kind of stuff. I never had that issue right from the beginning. In fact, one of the things that made me want to date her is that she knew who the vice president of the United States was, and I thought, wow, there are women who actually know that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's a serious problem. Not gonna lie to you. A lot of women are apolitical, especially when they're in their 20s. They don't give a shit about it. So yeah, not only did we have very similar right wing value structures, but they also grew together to a more concise and basically consistent worldview together.
Okay. Yeah. Very interesting. So then, over the span of your life, do you think your political beliefs have changed significantly?
Yeah, I think they have. Um, I like I said, I'm a very introspective person, and there's a lot of things that I used to be a much more rigid and strict constitutionalist, for instance, until I really started to dive into Enlightenment thinking years ago. And you start to kind of recognize that the John Locke style Enlightenment thinking is not the best type of of social thinking for humanity. But we tend to look through a constitutional prism inside the United States. And because we do that, we're often blinded to where the Constitution came from and what its framers were actually thinking and had in mind when they wrote it. The framers were progressive. They were the progressives of their time, and there's just really no doubt that they weren't. And the British were the conservatives of the time. They followed a king. They followed more of a traditional ideology. The Constitution of the United States was a very progressive document and still is to this day. And there's a lot about it I just plain don't like. However, I used to be a strict uh, constitutionalist until I realized that there's a lot of problems with that too.
Okay. Um, I don't want to um, get you off topic, but I do have a question about sandwiches. If you wanted, I'll refrain from asking it if you don't want to
If you
answer
don't
it.
want
But
to answer it, but no, no, no. You can hit me with a sandwich question.
okay, if you were a sandwich and you had the choice of two deaths, one of them is super gory and super violent, where somebody eats you and you scream, and no matter how much you scream, they keep eating you. Or your other choice of a death is to have a really slow, excruciatingly painful one where you just like slowly rot away. Which one would you choose?
I would take the quick, gory end.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, that's the question I had. What kind of sandwich
Well,
do you think you'd
well,
be?
before you go though, Stardust, you
Yeah.
got to tell everybody about your nonsense debates. Her nonsense debates are the greatest debates ever on the internet. Love watching them. Watch them every chance I get. You don't call them nonsense debates. You call them something else, but
Chaos
I still
cast,
think they're
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, I do every Saturday a crazy debate about something that makes no sense. This Saturday is eating meat from made from your own DNA, cannibalism. So
Mm.
yeah, we'll be handling that one on Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
I really thought that that was a wonderful and innovative idea, and it seems like it's really gone well for you. So,
Hmm.
uh, can't recommend them enough. They're actually pretty interesting and bring out some thought processes that you might not have thought about before. So,
I
Yep.
appreciate that, and it's always a pleasure to talk with you. I always like enjoy the different insights you bring to conversations. So,
Well, thanks, Stardust. You have a
yeah.
good one. I'll talk to
Thanks.
you.
You too. Bye.
Thanks, Stardust. Later.
That was nice. Okay. It wasn't a debate. It was just, he, what sandwich fool? He didn't answer. What? Don't let Stardust watch your kids? Excuse you. Okay, anyway, sorry, I got distracted by the YouTube chat. You were a great, Star. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.